everyone. So today I wanted to talk about a weird story. I never really do these vlogs, but I thought it would be kind of fun, so we'll see how it works out. So I wanted to do these series where I talk about weird stuff that's happened to me in my previous life. Or not my previous life, well I guess my current life, but it's happened to me in the past. Something weird kind of happened to me today, so I decided I would share it in a video, and then if you guys like these types of videos, I can film more about previous stuff. I also wanted to do a throughout the years video, so just all my years, and then I have a bunch of college years, like freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, so I have a lot of videos to do, so let me know if you're interested. So basically, today's weird story, after I got out of work, because I work every Friday at a preschool, I have an internship going on. Very basic. I was on my way home. I get out at 12. A little bit before 12, maybe like 11:45 or 11:50. So I was on my way home, and I was driving through, it's kind of like a boulevard, but it's not those boulevards where buses go through. It's kind of like a smaller boulevard, but you can drive pretty fast on it. It's like a 45-mile-per-hour zone, and it's the only street that's 45 miles per hour zone to get to my house, so it's like this fastest street I can take to get home, so it's my favorite street to take. And I was driving on that street, and I had been maybe like a mile or so, because I live like about 5 miles away from my school, so I had been driving about a mile, and this guy's behind me, right? And he was driving the Scion. You know, those cube cars or whatever. And so he was behind me, and then he passed me, and then he went in front of me. So it's just okay, whatever. So the left lane, because it's only a 2-lane, it's 2 lanes on this side and then 2 on this side, so it's 4. So he was on the one you can turn right, and I was on the other one. And I was on the same lane, to turn right, but I was not going to turn right. And then I saw a couple of cars that were the light flickering because they were going to turn right. So I just switched to the left lane, and then I was next to the guy where the one that had passed me, right? And then I was blasting out my music, the radio, obviously, because I'm so cheesy. I listen to the radio. And then this guy's oh, that car in front of me was driving really slow, and I'm to turn down the volume, and then I was huh, because I was what? And then he was the guy in front of me is driving really slow, huh? And then I was yeah. And then he's what's your name? And I was in my head, obviously, I was why do you care? So I gave him a fake name. And then he's huh? And I just repeated my name, and he's oh, you have a nice name. I said, my name's Giselle, because it's my middle name, whatever. It's not like he's gonna look me up on Facebook or anything like that. I could totally lie about my last name too. So I was oh, yeah, this is my middle name, Giselle. He's oh, you have a nice name. My name's David. I'm okay. I didn't ask you for your name, but okay. And then he asked me, he's do you go to that campus? He mentioned the campus. And then I was yeah. And I was I shouldn't have said yes, because he could be a creep. But then in my school, there's over 30,000 people, so whatever. So he's gonna find me there. He's oh, me too. And then I was foot in my mouth, whatever. And then he's what are you? He's where are you going? I'm home. He's you want to grab lunch? Keep in mind the light is red, though. I didn't mention that before. He's do you want to grab some lunch? I'm oh, no, thank you. He's come on, girl. I'm no, I'm not hungry. And then he's oh, okay. Well, nice meeting you. And then the light turned green, and I was just sped off. So I was what the heck? This guy is just randomly from the same school as I am, and then he just stops next to me. Actually, I kind of stopped next to him, and he's you want to grab lunch? I barely even know your name, and it's not I even asked for your name. So it's just it's a weird story. To me it's weird because it's never really happened to me before, at least not me driving, and then like the car next to me is just like, oh, you want to grab lunch? I'm like, that's so weird. And he's like, oh, I'll pay. I'm like, no, like, no. It's so weird. Plus, I already had a date. Nah, I didn't. I was just gonna go out with my mom, but I had already told her. Even if I hadn't told my mom, like, oh, let's go get whatever, because we went to Costco. Even if I hadn't told her, I wouldn't have gone out with a guy. Like, that's just so creepy. So, lesson of the story, always say no when a guy in the car next to you asks you to lunch. That is so creepy. Yeah, anyways, that was my weird story of the day. It was kind of long, but hopefully I explained it exactly how it happened, because that's exactly how it happened. I haven't even told my best friend. If she watches this video, she's gonna be like, why didn't you text me? I just think it's really weird. I told my mom already, but still, it's kind of weird. Anyways, that's basically it for today's weird story. Let me know if you want me to do more of these like vloggity style weird videos. And I want to do the throughout the year series, so I might be doing that. Not sure yet, but that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll get started on my homework because that's what I like to do. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!
So something you don't know about me, it's a weird fact, it's already a weird video anyways, weird topic, like every time I'm done filming a video, especially if I have my hair down and it's like summertime, I put it up. So I'm going to do a mini hair tutorial. This is what I do. So, have a scrunchie, put my hair up. I always have my hair up. They used to call me ponytail girl. That's a yoke. So just kind of like, I like it like nice and sleek. Just like all straight, at least from the top. And then I let it go through like 3/4 of the way. And then I twist it. And then I just like randomly put it up like that. And I kind of look like Tinkerbell with a horsey tail. Not necessarily, it doesn't always look the same, but I love my messy blonde. So, fact about me. Talk to you guys later. Deuces!